promised, just wanted to do a quick demo, not going to take long on this one, of my Cuisinart. I recently did a video of my magic bullet, so I just want to do a quick one of my Cuisinart. I've had this for about a year. This was kind of like my birthday gift to myself. This Cuisinart definitely is way more expensive than this one, but I absolutely love this magic bullet. But for those of you who just want to kind of get a comparison versus like more expensive versus least expensive, that's what we're going to do today. So this Cuisinart actually cost me $159.99. Just a quick recap on it. It's considered a centrifuge juicer. So they're considered more quieter. They produce less waste, and there are lower speeds. I love this one because it does have the button here, so you can go faster. You can also reverse. So that's what I like about that one. And it has, these are all the parts. So it is not that counter space efficient because these are all the parts versus the magic bullet. So it does come with a brush to clean it, 2 containers, one for waste and one for juice. This is the actual blending part, the container. This is where your juice is gonna come out. This is where the waste kind of comes out. I'm gonna put it together really quick. All right, again, I've had this for a year, so she's been used a lot. So this larger piece, you put the little piece in this larger piece, and this part kind of gets confusing sometimes because you can see these little tiny grooves here. So make sure you're sliding this part into the groove. Some people slide it here. No, it goes into this groove here. All right. Then you're going to take this big guy, our motor, and you're going to stick that in there. Make sure, again, it's locked in the groove. Push this down. See how it just went down? If you don't push that down, you won't be able to get the top on. So you have to push this down. All right. And then we're going to place this bad boy right yonder. Sometimes you got to turn it a little bit, but it'll fit. Now, this is the tricky part. Making sure that this lines up with this so that you can lock it. Also, you'll see this little groove here. That's supposed to fit this part of the motor. So just make sure everything is nice and lined up, and then push it down. Boom, lock it. We're good to go. I put my small container here, and then I put my larger container here for the waste right there, so you guys can see. So this is what it should look like when it's fully assembled. And then this piece will go here. Like if something gets jammed, you can just kind of push this down to kind of help it along. So what I'm going to do later on is kind of do a comparison. I have the same amount of fruit. So I have, this is for my detox tea. So I have my detox juice. I have 1 cucumber, about a cup and a tablespoon of pineapple, a tablespoon of ginger, and then a lemon. And I have the same ingredients here. Uh-oh. What happened to my ginger? My ginger's in here somewhere. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. But what I wanna do is just kind of focus on this one. So these Cuisinarts are, well, the centrifuge ones, juicers, are more quieter compared to this bad boy here, the little magic bullet. It's a lot quieter. I can juice anytime. I won't disturb anybody. And again, I like this because if anything gets stuck, it can reverse, and it does really juice really well. And you can fit fruits without really cutting them up as much. So I just have an apple here, and I'm going to demonstrate first with an apple. So I just cut it in half, and I already cut out all the seeds. So you can hear her go on, not too loud. If you want to hear this one, then you can hear big difference there. So you're just going to put your fruit in. You lift this up, you put your fruit in like so. It'll go down, and there you go. And there's some apple juice there. Again, I cut this up prior a few minutes ago, so of course, you know, apples go quick. So there you go. That's 1 apple. And I'll show you what it looks like so you can get a better view of the texture. Sometimes I do put it back in if I still feel like this is a little, it's like applesauce-y, I don't know, consistency. I still feel like, I mean, it's mushy. I wouldn't be able to get any more juice out of this. But like, for example, like the pineapple, sometimes I'll put the pineapple back in, like the part that extracts. I'll put it back in here and then get whatever else is out the second time. The difference between this is This one has a little nozzle that goes here where you can kind of stop the flow, versus this one, it does not have a nozzle to stop like drips and stuff. So that's the only difference. So this is 1 apple right here. This is how much juice we have from 1 apple, which is pretty good again. And then this is what was extracted. It's really good. So what I'm going to do now is actually kind of do, oh, there's my ginger. I'm going to go ahead and juice the same ingredients using each juicer, and then we'll see which one extracts the most juice. The Magic Bullet cost $50 from Walmart. They consider it a centrifuge like this one, but it is not. It's more of an extractor in my opinion. Again, this is my opinion. It is smaller. It is easier to clean. It does say it needs less chopping and gives you more juice, but I don't find that necessarily that true. But because this one, you don't really have to chop too much. As you can see, I just cut the apple in half and put it in there, and it was fine. So I'm happy as far as juice wise, but I feel like why I purchased this one was because this is smaller, it's more counter friendly, easier to put together, easier to put apart. Because what I'm going to show you is when you put ginger in this, I usually put anything like that has roots last. So ginger, turmeric, anything like this, I usually put last because they usually get stuck here. And then sometimes it's almost impossible to open it and clean it, like take it apart, because you have to kind of like fight all of the roots out of the extracting part. So we're going to go ahead and do that next. So we're going to go ahead and do our pineapple. Again, same amount of ingredients, and then we'll see which one gives us the most juice. So give me 1 second. I should have done that earlier. All right, so I have these. I'm going to just put this in another cup. All right, so now what I'm going to do is we are going to compare our Cuisinart and our Magic Bullet. Again, we have the same ingredients for both. I have about a cup and maybe a tablespoon of pineapple, 1 of the mini cucumbers, a tablespoon of ginger, and 1 lemon. And the same is going on this side. And then I have my cups here, measuring cup for this one. I have a measuring cup for that one as well. But because it's shorter, I want to make sure we get all the juice, and then we can compare and see how much juice each one actually makes. All right, so let's go. So I'll go ahead and start them both, and then we can go from there. Again, this one, especially the Magic Bullet, is pretty loud. And again, if you watched my previous Magic Bullet video, you'll know that mine is yellow because I do juice a lot of turmeric. So that's why this babe puppy is yellow now. But other than that, let's go. Let's start with it gets stuck brush, and I like it because it has a pick, so you can kind of, if anything gets stuck, you can kind of pick. And when you're cleaning it too, it helps you get into the little tight spaces. Alright, so what I was saying was the Cuisinart actually comes with this really cool brush, and I like it the fact that it comes with a pick, so you can kind of, you know, if anything gets stuck here in this area in the extractor part, come this way, right here in the extractor part, as you can see, and you can actually see the ginger is actually still, it's in there. Like, you know, the root parts are actually in there, and that's like when I do like large batches of ginger, this is my pain right here. I don't like to juice ginger in here much, or turmeric, because of that. I feel like this one actually pulverizes the ginger better. So let's look at, before we measure both, let's look at what our fluid looks like. So I know that's what everyone is always concerned about, if how much is it really juicing. So this is actually my apple. This is the pineapple here. If you look, it's pretty, it's not super dry, but it's pretty good. Cucumber, as you can see, it still looks, you can still see it looks a little juicy. So it looks a little wet there, right? I don't see ginger in here, so it's really extracted a lot of the ginger out. That's a little piece of ginger right there, but actually no, that's pineapple. Yeah, I don't really see any ginger. Like the ginger is really, I didn't put much, but it really got the ginger really well. And then here, we can compare that one, the magic bullet. And looking at this one, my pineapple, again, if you want to compare, I feel like it's about the same. This one is actually more mushy. Like this would be good to put in like ice cream or something afterwards. The cucumber, you can see there's actually a piece of cucumber, a couple of pieces of cucumber in there. And then this is, again, a little bit of cucumber there, cucumber. I don't really see much ginger. That's a piece of ginger. Like that's probably a piece of, that's a piece of skin. Right, again, with this one, I don't see much ginger. All right, lemon, that's some of the lemon there. All right, I don't see much lemon in that one. All right, so now let's compare as how much juice. All right, let's make it fair here, get all of it out. All right, so if you want to compare, again, same ingredients. So we're a little above a cup with the magic bullet. As you can see, we're right over that cup line. So a cup and a half, maybe like a cup and a quarter, almost close to a cup and a quarter. And this one is a cup. Yeah, it's more of a cup. It's like right there on that line. So it's right on the cup, as you can see. Oop, right there. So you can see it's a cup right there. And then the magic bullet, it's registering at, again, a little bit over that cup line. The magic bullet is registering a little bit over that cup line. So you get a little bit more, not much more. We got a lot of foam here, but versus this one, it's more clean. The Cuisinart, it's more clean. So again, it's up to you. Just want to compare, you know, a $49, the $49 magic bullet to the $159.99 Cuisinart. So again, it's up to you which one you decide. But since I've had this one for a year, I recently purchased this one. I'm really actually happy with the magic bullet, and I leave it here. It's very counter friendly, much easier to clean. And I don't have to, because I use a lot of ginger and turmeric. It actually is, it juices those products a lot better, I find, in my opinion, than the Cuisinart. So if you have any questions, drop a comment. I'm here to answer any questions you have. Guys, and real quick, this actual recipe is what I use for my detox juice every week. So what I do is it's pineapple, lemon, ginger, and cucumber. And then what I like to do is with the skin of the pineapple, I'll actually boil that for a few minutes. Actually, while I'm juicing, I'll boil it just to extract all the nutrients out of this part. And then I will put that here, strain it, and then I'll put that together, and that's my juice for the day. So if you have any questions about that, this is a really, and add ginger, and ginger. So it's a really good way to detox. You can look at all of the health benefits of pineapple and ginger and lemon, and it does really great things for your body, skin, hair, etc. So look it up. If you have any questions again about this recipe, drop a line in the comments. Happy juicing.